my friend Tom came up to me and said, "Jesse, you are such a loser. You sit at the flea market and try to sell junk, and nobody buys any of your junk. Let's write a song about how big a loser you are." So I said, "Okay, that sounds like a good idea." So we wrote this song, and it's basically about the only Jewish guy alive who doesn't know how to make money. My name is Goldberg and I am Jewish. I am supposed to be really rich. I pray in temple. I root for Israel. I eat egg matzahs and gefilte fish. My rabbi can hardly wait to excommunicate. All of my Hebrew school is down the drain. Jewish girls won't talk to me, 'cause I buy no jewelry. When I'm in their neighborhoods, they call me names like putz and schmuck and total loser. I don't work, I have no payday, I don't have a 401k, credit cards to the limit. Debt so deep I'm drowning in it. What'll I do? Quit the Jews? Maybe I better change my name.
I don't know. What's the next question? I don't know. It started out as a live album, and then there were too many weak tracks on the live album, so I wanted to make it perfect. So I combined live and studio, so I could get everything was strong. There's a concept of less is more. You know, if I take out all the crap, then it sounds like it's really good. You know.
When I first met Jesse, I couldn't stand him. I thought he was the most annoying, irritating person I had ever met, and I'm serious.
We can't use something like that, can we?
Jesse is a musical humorist. He's brilliant with putting lyrics and melodies together. Jesse is in the tradition of some of the great musical humorists, such as Tom Lehrer, such as Alan Sherman.
I guess I better stay a Jew.
He kind of grows on you like a rash.
I usually go to writers' nights and steal other people's ideas, and then I come home and I write them. No, the songwriting process, right? Songwriting process. I don't know. You get an idea, and then you write it. The hardest part about the songwriting is getting an idea, because that's the basic of everything. If you're a good writer and you got a good idea, you will be able to do it. But in funny songs, it's different, because even the good writers can't write funny songs. Even the regular hit writers cannot write a good funny song. See, I approach it as I'm a songwriter writing a funny song, whereas comedians approach it as they are comics writing a song. They don't have the songwriting skills. So I'm the songwriter writing a funny song. I wrote a song about the Honeymooners TV show, and all of a sudden they came out with this lost episodes of the Honeymooners. And I had the official Ralph theme song. Ralph was the Royal Association for the Longevity and Preservation of the Honeymooners, RALPH. And that was their theme song, and it was the first song I ever recorded. And I pressed the record and sold like 10,000 copies. And that's a lot. Anybody who sells this stuff knows 10,000 is a lot. And then it was on a CBS album, and then I approached Showtime with the idea, which won a Cable Ace Award for Showtime.
There's so much more to know. A little traveling music, and away we go. I'm a honeymoony. The lost episodes are on TV. I'm a honeymoony. Hear all the new lines on Showtime. It's honeymooner time.
He loves to perform live, and he gets a great reaction. He always is very deadpan about it, and he looks like he just crawled out of bed and got up on the stage. His hair always looks like that. His wardrobe is like that, but that's Jesse.
And I'm proud. Fight for smokers' rights. Smoke and choke until we croak. Suck it in and blow it out. I love the taste of a butt in my mouth.
What? Hi, I'm Doug Llewellyn, and welcome to the People's Court. I do 3 shows here in Nashville. One's called Common Law, one's called Mind Your Own Music Business, and one's called The Songwriter Show. And I'm on at least 12 times a week. I interview people in the music business, like attorneys and record executives. In Common Law, I interview lawyers.
He wrote a musical called It's a Rough Life, and it is brilliant. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. I mean, it's one of those things that, it's like the dog's answer to cats.
It's a Rough Life. I was, my partner on the musical called me up one day and said, dogs. I said, what about dogs? We had written one song together before, and he said, let's write a musical about dogs. So I said, okay. And I just happened to have, all songwriters have lists of titles, that they want to write about. So I happened to have It's a Rough Life as a title. Thought that was a good double meaning, it's a rough life and about a dog. And I said, I got a good title for it. I said, let's use It's a Rough Life. And we got together and we started writing. We wrote most of the songs before we had a page of script written. And all the songs, it's like 14 songs all about dogs, all sung in first dog, meaning, there's no people in it at all. And we put it on, it's pretty good.
You may think I've got it made, chewing on a bone and lying in the shade. You may think that it's not work when you see me bury treasures in the dirt. Everybody thinks I'm just a simple-minded critter, but let me tell you something that you might not have considered. It's a rough life. Peeing on the flowers, it's a rough life. Sleeping 20 hours, domesticated canines must work real hard. A goldfish or a cat could never do this job. It's a rough life. Barking at the mailman, it's a rough life. Trying to catch your tail and drinking from the toilet when the seat is up. It doesn't taste too good when they forget to flush. It's a rough life. When dog food is your diet, it's a rough life.
He's a multi-talented guy. And I think there's no doubt he's a late bloomer. But when he finally gets the first domino knocked down, I think it's going to be amazing. I think he's just going to skyrocket.
What's next?
They say stay. Sometimes they want me to play, pleasing humans every day. It's a rough, 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 rough life.
I don't know why I've never had a drink of alcohol either. I've never had a Pepsi. What else have I never had? Mountain Dew. I had Coke once. Not cocaine, but Coca-Cola. I didn't start eating watermelon until very recently. I do eat a lot of tongue sandwiches. Susie, what else don't I eat? Was that good? That was too intelligent, right? I have to be goofy. I used to stink. I really did. I used to really stink, and I thought I was good, like everybody else. Everybody thinks if you talk to any songwriter, oh, I write the great songs, I write the best songs, but most of them stink. And I was one of those. Oh, I write the great song. How come nobody wants these things? Because they stink. That's why nobody wants them, because they stink. So hopefully I don't stink anymore.